Hey, Rudy Rune here. How are you? I want to follow up from last week's video. My husband did get his phone back. No worries there. I am going to purchase a strap. It's like not a lanyard. It's something that can be worn almost like a lady's purse, but it's not a lady's purse. It's just a strap. It goes over the head and kind of off one side. You can put it over your body, and your phone it straps in there, and your phone can hang down by your hip. So I'm going to try that because he tends to put it down and forget where he puts it. So, but all is well, and he has had some terrible back issues, and the pain from his back has affected his blood pressure. So he's has some challenges going on right now, and I probably won't include him in any of my videos because even though he said I have his permission to do so, he's in so much pain right now, and trying to get his blood pressure down. So, anyways, I did want to talk to you about some of the items that I had purchased from the Mystic Fair. And one of the things I got, I have it in my hand, and I bought it from a vendor called Elements Design. Is that what they're called? This is the Elements Design Collection. And it is basically essential oils, but it's their own, you might want to put it their own like recipe, and it's all for fun. But this oil can be used in the meditation process, which I'm going to be getting. Some of you might already be into that. I'm going to try to get in more of it to help me relax, and hopefully it'll help me reduce migraines and be beneficial in other areas. So I do take a low blood pressure medication, and I would like to get off of that. One of the things that would help me get off of that would be losing some weight. But I really, really want to try meditation. I mean, there's all different kinds of meditation. One of the meditations that has worked for me is called active meditation, and it's most beneficial to me when I'm out in the garden. And I have neighbors that are close because my yard backs up. We have neighbors behind us and neighbors on either side of us, but our houses are pretty well spaced. And once I get into the groove of something, like gardening, for example, I can really tune out everything around me, and I almost get into a meditative state. And it's easiest done when I'm alone in the garden. Usually my husband's at work, and my mom's usually home, but she'll stay in the house because maybe it's too hot outside. And I drink plenty of water, but I get out there and just do my thing. And before you know it, I'm in this zone, and it's like so peaceful. And I'm going to do that more as much as I can. But I also need to create a place in my house where I could do some meditation. It's kind of difficult with the animals. I probably have to lock them up. But I bought these sprays to enhance the process. And like I said, this really is when you go to these mystic fairs, you have to keep in your mind, at least I do, that it's for entertainment purposes, and whatever else you might get out of the fair or whatever the vendors might be providing or anything you purchase, it's really entertainment purposes. You may get more out of it than you realize, but the attitude should be, I think, you go in there with an open mind, keep it light, and then you may get more out of it than you realize. And when I purchased this spray, it's a 4-ounce glass spray bottle. They give you a booklet of meditations, and I have yet to do any of them yet. But this one was interesting because she said that it was blessed, and the mixture is, let's see, it says here, spray the air of the body to connect to spiritual light for healing, guidance, and support. And then it gives you the ingredients. Now, when this was designed, it was designed with the one I purchased with the Virgin Mary in mind. And here's the booklet that came with. Oops. But it's got all kinds of suggested meditations, and I'm going to try it. And then I bought another one that I haven't even opened yet, called Aquarian Light. This kit includes a spirit-guided spray containing crystal essences, essential oils, flower essences, color essence of blue, and spiritual energies to assist in anchoring the fifth dimensional energy of the Aquarian age to the earth, to assist our transformation and greater well-being. Also includes a booklet on the Aquarian age with meditations and a selenite crystal. And selenite crystal is supposed to amp up whatever you're doing. Now, when I originally approached these vendors, I had asked them for chakra cleansing sprays. And I spoke with the gentleman's wife, because she was the one that really was the salesperson and acquainted with the different remedies in these sprays. He was just there. I think he was more of he was her roadie guy that just packed everything up and helped her ship it whenever they travel. But I went directly to him, and the first thing I said was, how do you use this stuff? I want something for my chakras. I need all my chakras cleared. And I said, what do you do? I had no idea. I had no idea what was done, and so I was dead serious. So I walked up to this gentleman and I said, what do I do? Here I am. What do you got? I need all my chakras cleansed, all cleared. I said, I'm particularly interested in my throat chakra. I said, what do? Spray me? How much does it cost? And he just looked at me very amused, and then I realized by his expression, but I was very excited to be there, don't forget. I was very excited and thrilled, like remember I said, a kid in a candy store. So this was all genuine, and he was very amused, and he says, you need to talk to my wife. And so I was like, oh, okay. So she was I found her to be very authentic, and she said to me, I don't think you need anything for your throat chakra. I don't think, that appears to be clear. She goes, let me consult. This is interesting, especially for you skeptics out there. She goes, let me consult my guides and ask them what you need. So she had this interesting pendulum necklace, and they sold a bunch of pendulums, and now I have a necklace on, but it's more of this is a fun necklace. This is my disco ball necklace. Let's pretend that this is a pendulum. So the lady took the pendulum, and she just kind of stood alone by herself. Oops. Try to get this thing. I'm just demonstrating what she did. I'll come back. So she's standing alongside, away from me, and she's moving her pendulum back and forth, just standing there, and she goes into some kind of a trance. So, whoops, it didn't spin around like this funny little disco ball I bought. This is my disco. Oops. There it is, my disco ball. I like this necklace. It's kind of heavy though. So she was just spinning hers back and forth like a pendulum. And when she was done, she goes, okay, this is what they recommended for you. And then she did her little spiel. And then she's, oh, also, blah, 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 blah. And I thought, let's go with what you first said. And what she first had said was the spiritual light kit and the aquarium light kit. So it was interesting for them to say, though, that I didn't need any help with my throat chakra. And I was even speaking to my sister about that, and she said, oh, yeah, that makes sense. She says, don't forget you took all those Toastmasters, you acquired your Toastmasters Competent Communicator certificate, which I had to do 10 speeches in front of a work audience at the office. And I did take some fun, a couple of years ago, I took some singing lessons. We had a musician in the neighborhood. They ended up moving to Texas, but I took it wasn't even 6 months. Had some fun over their house. They played the piano and we sang and stuff. That was a lot of fun. But I've been working on my communication. And so it was agreed I did not need any throat chakra clearing. Because I'm definitely speaking up, and even at work I find myself, I kind of have to hold back a little because it's a corporate environment, but I'm speaking my mind more, which I was more of a person that would hold their peace in the past, a person that would bite their lip, be polite, all that crap. So now I am speaking up for myself, speaking my mind, but not trying not to offend people, but at the same time taking care of myself. So, and I am much happier. It's definitely been very freeing. So I'm going to play around with these in the next week or two, and I'll let you know what goes on and what I do, what kind of experience I have. The interesting thing is, and you guys will think I'm some kind of a nut, but when I first got my spirit portrait done, I put it in a frame. A couple of days later, on the weekend, actually it would have been a weeknight, I didn't want to spray this directly on me. So what I did was before I went to bed, I sprayed this in the air and walked under it, like some people put on perfume that way. And it's kind of a heavy smell. It's florally smelling. I was like, oh great, hope this doesn't give me a headache. It didn't. But it's supposed to open you up more. And the strangest thing, in the middle of the night, I sounded like I heard someone like yell in my ear, and it woke me up. And during my spirit portrait experience, Diane Marshall had said, she asked me, she goes, do you hear spirit? And I said, I don't think so. No. She goes, get ready because you will. So I thought that was interesting. And I thought about it. Just little things. Like after my Misha kitty passed away, whom I had 21 years, and you guys were like, oh, she's certifiable. Well, I used to hear him cry, and once in a while, it's usually around 4 o'clock in the morning, everybody's asleep, and we actually lock the cats up now in another bedroom, because they're young and they'll mess with you all night long if you don't. But I'll hear a faint cry, and if anybody that owns a cat, you know they all have distinct sounds, and they make many different sounds. Well, Misha Kitty had a distinct cry, and occasionally I will hear him. And at the same spirit fair, I had a reading done by a lady that specializes in your past and loved ones and also your pets. And she mentioned Misha Kitty, and she said, and you can believe this as you want. Like I said, you have to go in thinking that this is for entertainment purposes. So she said, he's with you. He'll always be with you, even when you're driving your car. And she said that you connected on a soul level. And, I believe her. And there's been instances at work when I've been walking. It's usually when I'm most relaxed. If I'm tense, nothing happens. But I've been walking at work with a friend in our lobby, and they look and they see something. There's been like a little shadowy figure, and they'll say, "Do you see that? What's that?" And I'll look and I'll say, "What do you see?" And I'll say, "It's gone now." Well, to me, I didn't say anything because I just drop it. To me, it looked like a cat, like a shadow figure of a cat. And there's been other things, but we've got plenty of time, and I can share some of my kooky stories with you guys in the future. So anyway, sorry it took so long, and have an awesome rest of your week. And let's hope for no more headaches. And I'll be drinking my water all week, so let's hope that I'll be getting rid of some of these kidney stones. Fun, fun, fun. I got a cat behind me in the window. This one is a live cat, and he's playing with the device on our window for the alarm system. So hopefully that's not going to go off. Anyway, God bless. Good night, everybody.